Welcome to my energy update, which is all about the 2-2 portal. Welcome to the 22 portal. I mean, it's open, it's happening, it's on. And this for me is all about union. This is what this video is all about, twin flame union. But I really need to rename twin flame. It's got a little bit of distortion going on there, because when you say twin flame, automatically you think about your sacred other, your other beloved, your person being in physical form, that is actually the twin flame journey. It is not. The actual twin flame journey and the beloved that you seek is yourself, and it's found from within. Now, a lot of us have got lost in this perpetual cycle of just searching for your other half, which is also a fallacy as well, because you're a whole lot of whole. They do not share your soul. Your soul's your own. So do you see what I'm saying? We've got lost a little bit with this twin flame understanding of going out there and trying to find that other person to complete you. That's not where it is. It's in here. So isn't that interesting? Because for so many years, so many have done that, looking for their sacred other, because that was the energy of separation, the old timeline. But now the old timeline has fallen. We are now understanding that we are actually going into physical union. And when I say physical union, I mean feeling it physically in your body, okay? Your divine masculine and feminine are now coming together in unity, in unison. Now, if you choose to take a sacred counterpart, if you choose to partner with another in this physical life, then yay, go for it. You know what I mean? That is your choice, and it is going to be a really powerful relationship. But many, once they come into union, don't choose that because they feel so balanced and happy and whole. So it is a sacred choice, right? I have been married to my twin flame for 22 years, and today is my 22nd wedding anniversary on the 22nd of February. So today's a big day for me in this regard. So I believe, and this is just my understanding, and if it vibes with you, happy days. If it doesn't, leave it alone. But I believe that we had a front line of twin flamers that kind of knew themselves to be so back in the day, meaning in this lifetime, some years back. And our job was to trudge through the shit, all the separation of being apart, not being apart, all of the triggers from each other to clean the twin flame line, ready for this moment, ready for this critical moment, because we're coming into union now. This first quarter of the year this is what's actually going on. This is what's happening. So I believe that the twin flamers from back then were doing that really sticky, shitty, dirty work, cleaning out the drains, the toilets, unblocking the pipes. That was my job. And it was pretty awful having to do that within my marriage. You know what I mean? But I did it. And I believe that there was a lot of us that were doing that to clear the way for those so they can come into union. So this is now. So that's been and gone. Leave that alone. Pipes are clean. We're now all on the same page. So when we come into union, okay, you're going to feel it in a certain place of the body. So yes, we can talk about the sacral chakra. This is where union occurs, right? Because it's the masculine and feminine dance. But real union, for as far as I kind of understand it, is happening in the high heart. We have gone through we are going through a really, really big high heart, Thymnus, cosmic heart activation. And what is happening, through my guidance and channel, is through Osiris, actually. He was explaining this to me, that actually what's happening is that the heart chakra is now merging into the high heart, which is found here between the clavicles. It's now merging into this high heart, this cosmic heart, and this essentially is your transmitter, okay? This is where we're going to be transmitting and receiving from now on. We're coming into the oneness here. Now, the heart represents unity as well as unconditional love and all such like, but the high heart is like that condensed. It is unity, consciousness, oneness, wisdom. It's all here. So physiologically, we're going to be feeling all sorts of funky things going on as we come into this chakra, as it starts activating in its fullness, and we start to come into this twin flame union within. Now, the other day I was running with the dogs, don't usually run, had so much energy in my body, needed to shift it. Heart rate started to rise, and I got this huge pumping feeling in my high heart. 10 seconds later, it came on even more so. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to have a heart attack? Am I going to die in the woods with my dogs? And maybe squirrels are going to eat me and no one will find me. I kind of had that moment. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Because it was really intense. And then when I came back, I was like, whoa, that was a huge cosmic heart activation. And then obviously sitting in channel with Osiris, who's been very present, very interesting, because Osiris and Isis are twin flames. He's been kind of mentoring me as we go along. And he explained that this is where the union is going to occur. So we've got to go through all sorts of things and moves and shaking to get to this place now. So is it going to be happening by next week, Thursday, at about 4:30? No, it's not. It's going to be a little bit of a process, but these are the coordinates, the map and compass that I'm sharing with you as to what's going on and why. So now, not all of us are going to be feeling this divine union and it's all blissful, because it's actually not. I woke up this morning, had an hour of blissfulness, and then I got triggered so badly with divine masculine not being supported and divine feminine a little bit toxic from my daughter. In fact, I was sandwiched between my husband and my daughter, who just took me out terribly, really upset me. And my husband didn't back me up and kind of just stood there. So I had this dual experience of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in the shadow, in physical play out. And I was like, and I had a few tears and I was all triggered. So this is what's happening. So even though we're coming into union, it doesn't mean it's like a hot knife through butter and everything's tickety boom, we're all Snow White in the woods. No, what's actually happening is we are having triggers that are playing out there of the divine masculine and the divine feminine at the same time. Prior to this event or this timeline, we always used to be in one lane, just divine feminine toxicity or whatever is going on there. Or divine masculine. Then the guys got hit hard and we were like, yeah, you're not here to support us. Yeah, you shitbags, whatever. You know what I mean? We kind of went either there or there. Never have I been sandwiched or have we been experiencing the dual toxicity of divine feminine, divine masculine. And the reason that is happening is because it's all coming to a T. Before we were just divine feminine it and going through the shadow of that. Then maybe we kind of went through the divine masculine. Now we're getting to the top. They've both come together like that. And there's still a distortion, like, you know, coming at you, right? Which means we are coming into that union, because this shit's all got to balance. We've got to balance our books, right? And that's kind of what's happening, right? So with that being said, it is not all sweetness and light. There is still energy and shadow coming through, but understand and know why. Okay, this video will cut straight through simplicity. Do you know what I mean? This is what's going on. Now, further simplicity for you. Osiris, who has only really started to come onto my channeling radar. He's always been there, but he only came in a week ago where I've worked with the Egyptian frequencies for a very long time. Osiris is the only one that I've not been able to receive a channel conversation with. He's there when I call him in, but I never have a conversation. He came in and he said, the reason I didn't come in is because I needed to be symbolic that when I did turn up, it would be because I'm coming in to join your Isis. And it would be an indication, a marker to say, yep, union is occurring. So that's kind of what happened. Now, he brought through a very, very powerful message of death, okay? It's all about death. Because I was asking him, listen, I'm really working hard to navigate all this shit and I just don't seem to be getting anywhere. And he said, well, all the old tools aren't working anymore. And he said, because you got to die. And I was like, yeah, but die? No, die. I've always got an answer for everything. He just said, it's just about death. That is it. And that's all. And it's really actually quite simple, because he was saying the reason your tools don't work is because you've moved over to the other side of the mountain. You're already on that side. So you're now trying to action and like heal yourself from over there. But he said it's not needed. What you need to do is you need to die. Well, first of all, you need to decide, and then you need to die. And what he means about deciding is he is the God of the afterlife. He is the God of resurrection. He is the God of death, really, because he said if you don't let go and allow what needs to die to do exactly that, you're going to be stuck in this cycle of repeating. You're going to be looping. And you're going to be under like wondering why you're still in this dark night of the soul. You're going to be wondering why you're still being faced with the same lessons. And that's where we get stuck, you see, because we get faced with the same lessons. So we try and clear it. But he said it's not healing that you need. You just need to leave that room. It's quite simple. You know what I mean? If you're in a place where you don't like it, all the people around are like, not very nice. The atmosphere is shitty, all the rest of it. It's kind of like a party that's gone dead and you're like, this is so boring and just so, what are you going to do? You're going to leave, you're going to get in your car and you're going to go somewhere that you do vibe with. He said, it's that simple. We didn't say it like that. That was my version. But he just said, leave the party. Well, it's not a party. Leave the funeral. Just leave, you know? And that's basically what we have to do now. We have to death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. We have to decide what we are believing in here. Do we believe that we are a physical body and when we die, that's it? Tickets, done. Or do we believe that we are actually infinite and that we never really die, but we drop the body and there's cycles? This is where we're at. So if you are still believing that death is a thing, you're going to fight every single cell in your being to not die. And that is resisting the process. So if you're resisting the process to death, then your rebirth's not going to come. So it makes sense, right? That's what he means by leaving the party. There's nothing to heal there. There's just everywhere to leave and let go of. So until that process happens for you, you're not going to understand, feel, embody what is available to you now, which is the union. But when you do decide to let go, because this is it. How long does this last, Marie? My daughter even asked me, she's going through a dark night. She's like, how long am I going to be like this? And I'm like, when you decide to let go. That's a really difficult thing to try and unravel. I'm sure she wanted to throat punch me, but the bottom line is that's the truth. How long do you want to resist? So you've got to let that go to allow your twin flame union to come in. And then when you do, it's going to happen straight away. Away you go. Now, the bottom line is, just to bring kind of like clarity and you know, take the worrisome part out of it. If you like watching this video, you've signed up for Team Light. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're going that way anyway. Your soul's decided upon it, whether you're into it or not. It's what your soul has decided. So you going that way, it's going to happen, but it's about whether you're going to let go or be dragged. That's the bottom line. So you can actually choose. Are you an infinite being and you know that you are oneness wisdom and you are connected to the same consciousness that Jesus has that flows through his eyes, the same consciousness that is in the breath of Mother Mary, the same consciousness under the wings of Isis? Are you going to believe that you're a part of that? Or are you going to believe that everything is finite, meaning it has a beginning and an end and then it's done? Because if you believe that, you're going to be forever fighting to try not to die because you don't want it to end. So do you see, there's the belief thing. It's a mental body thing. So you will let go when your grip gets tired. And that's only for you to decide how much you've got left in you to do that. But either way, you are going to let go. And either way, you're coming into union. So this should help you a little bit with the coordinates, as I say. So that is what's going on really for the 2-2 portal. Now, I just want to ping on the radar 22nd of March because like I say, it's not just about this portal, it's about the bigger picture. 22nd of March is basically it's a portal called Heaven's Gate. And this particular portal is going to be quite extensive in exacerbating, exaggerating, superpower charging what I'm talking about. We are moving into union now. We've done the layers. And this is basically where we're at. This is the final stage. This is once we're in oneness, then all of a sudden your gifts, abilities, your whole blueprint comes online, everything. And if you've got access to a lot of that already, then it's just going to expand and just get even stronger. I personally feel that I've got a whole lot of gifts that are going to come online that I'm not even working with yet. And I feel that this is going to be apparent in the next couple of months. Now, for those of you that are ready to really dive into this, of course, we've got the tablets of light tour. I mean, like, this isn't just a, hey, I'm holding retreat kind of thing. No, this is very important as to what I'm talking about, you know, because this is why the tour or this portal is opened on the 27th of April. So it's now. This is why it's here. Because of what is going on with union. So if you feel that it is your time to get to Egypt and all of this resonates, I urge you to get in contact now and really take this onto a new level of value and embodiment that your soul mission and path, it's a big one, and you are powerful and you have so much inside of you. And that is why the tour is there to bring it all online. It is waiting for everybody's, like, if you look at it like this is the culmination point. The Tablets of Light tour is right there. It's there for that purpose. So if you want to really come into your wholeness, full on massive fireworks display, then the Tablets of Light is for you. So really, that's it and that's all. And just as she finishes, Wi-Fi drops, and I think my spiritual Wi-Fi. So that's it. But anyway, I'm sending you so much love and light. and keep on trucking, and a happy 2-2 portal to each and every one of you. And as always, thank you for finding yourself here, and thank you for watching. Peace.